Listen.
Yeah. Yes, Lord. Oh. Get that out of there.
What's happening? There's a glitch. What's going on? Oh no, Mama Pow, what's taking place? Listen, it's your boy Matty-Rants. If you already don't know, we are here to talk about the Drag Race Philippines Slaysian Royale premiere episode. We are back. I have missed Drag Race Philippines like it's nobody's business, so prepare yourselves to listen to me ramble, rant, long-winded recaps, reviews, very constructed sentences of paragraphical proportions that lead into essays, dissertations, and a stenographer's dream of having me in court, because I am going to talk about this show to a extreme level of long. Just prepare yourself, because I'm not going to apologize, because yes, the first episode alone was a gag, it was a goop, and it was a giggle. It was really what it needed to be. I will say some decisions I was shocked on. I also lived and breathed for looks that we were given. I'm so happy I get to jump right back into one of my favorite countries, but also into one of my favorite franchises, see some of my favorite people. And at the end of the episode, yes, I had a nice, nasty sob because they did my sister Jiggly. I just, that was such a great close. But oh man, this season's gonna be pretty good. I'm so excited to talk about this today. To be very honest with you, it has been a little dry in the universe of Drag Race, and some of the other franchises have been nice to see, but I haven't really been popping off on or really excited. No shade. But this one I watched yesterday and I said, oh yeah, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be some tea. It's gonna be good. So I'm ready to talk about this each and every Thursday morning. Now I'm doing this early in the morning. Well, not early, but it's like 10:30 over here in the States on purpose. I would try a little bit earlier, but I unfortunately have a bad case of insomnia right now. For those of you who don't know, I've been a little bit open about that. So I'm not getting that much sleep. And I'm probably going to crash after this review. So I decided to try to do these in the morning because I felt, oh, in the Philippines, it's like 11, 12-hour difference. It's like 10 o'clock in the evening, 10:30 at night. I could be the bedtime show while the people in the States get the morning show, either on an off day, you're at work, you just got me in your earbuds or something. But that's the idea with these reviews. This is not supposed to be some short 20-minute, 10, 15-second. Nope, none of that. These are long. These are here for the long hauls. You're here to listen and you're here to have fun. And, if you need something a little bit more, there are other channels for that. But if you need to express how this really just makes you feel, because I talk so. No, babe, I won't change for you. We're good. This is how we do. We've been doing this over here. So hit that like button. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you are new here. I also will be doing Project Runway. If you don't know, I cover Project Runway. That will actually be tomorrow. I will be doing a solo review tomorrow. Bleeker will not be joining me. They'll be back the following week. But we'll get into episode 4 and see what happened with our queen, Utica Queen, as they were up for possible elimination. And that was a scary situation. I had someone send me a tip with a question asking if I still would cover the show if Utica was eliminated. I was like, yes. Thank you for the tipping food. But I was like, yeah, I'm going to still cover the show. It's very good so far. I am noticing this typical sensitive ones who are like, Law's doing too much, because they're talking about someone they like. But at the same time, they don't get it. I'm recognizing that this new wave of generation of people is just a little bit more about things. And it's just like, girl, enjoy the show, move on, it's gonna be okay. So As a reminder, because yes, we are going to be talking today, and there is one queen I am biased over. It's my friend, and I love them down, but I have to keep it 100 today. So this may be for them. This could be for you. This could be for anybody. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. And all opinions expressed by Matty-Rants and program participants are so their personal views and do not affect the opinions of human on the planet. No hate should be sent into the shows or individuals that we mention on this program, so don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap in. I'm a little bit of a talker. I talked about that in I already did that. You may be here for a while. Don't post this spoilers in the chat, and if you feel uncomfortable viewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a good old nasty, gassy poot. Let me get my highs in. I have my iced coffee today. It's a hot day in Houston. So no hot coffee for me. We're going to do the iced coffee today. And I got lucky when I went to the grocery store and got some iced coffee for like only $3.75. I found a deal. So shout out to Stoke. The Captro, good morning, baby. Hannah Robinson, how you doing? Christopher, Chris, Cherry, how's it going? Sir Bronny George, how's it doing? Mr. Cortez, Sanchus, how you doing, baby? Isis McDaniels, Natasha, Sunny Squishy, thanks for joining me on your lunch break. How you doing, baby? Guillermo, I hope I got that. Guillermo. I think it's Guillermo because there's two O's on there. I hope I got that right, baby. Or Guillermo. Man, I hope I got it right. But thanks for being here, Buki. And thanks for tuning in. Even if you're not in the live chat, thanks for tuning in. If you're watching this in the playback, what's up? Let's have fun today. Let's just have a good time. If you did want to throw a little bit of love in my jar, please and thank you. Your boy really good. As it's been a little dry on this channel, and we're trying to get these views back up, and we're getting there, but we're also looking for another JOB on the side. Unfortunately, I did not get the one that I was applying for, y'all, the one that I was excited about. But I'm still waiting on the second one that I did do an interview for. I'm waiting on my little callback for that. I'm continuing on that journey. It is what it is. But I'm trying to have good spirits here, and God bless you all. So if you do want to throw a little love, you don't have to, but please and thank you. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $, Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Not $ Matty-Rants, but $ Matt924. It is my baby cat, Mina's birthday. Her second birthday is on August 28th. It's also going to be one of my best friend's birthday coming up the following weekend as well. I am going to take out these braids today after this video because no, that's what we about to do. And then my birthday is next month, which thank God we'll get my birthday over with because I'm not looking forward to it this year. It's been a rough one, but we want to have some kind of joy down in our heart. Well, but we're going to get there. But yes, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Oh, man, we got to get into this episode. I have some takes because I love where this is going. I love the new stage. I love the new workroom. I love the queens. I love that this is a good show through and through. I don't think anybody should have gone home the first episode. I don't think anybody should have gone home. Just saying. I was like, oh, we doing this. We're not giving no kind of breaks. I need Usagi-chan and Minako to be up in this piece. Okay, I was like, let me get my Sailor Moon babies up in here. Like, I was over here going, no one should have gone home. Why now? Right now? Right now? Oh, this should have been like the boo, I'm scared. And then we get to retry this again, All Stars. It is the first season, so I'm going to let it roll. But I felt bad for a particular person because that first showing was, to me, I was like, eh. The other one that was in the bottom with her, we'll get to. One of my babies in real life, real time. I love Down. That's my sister. But yeah, that was me during the episode. Oh, okay. Ooh, choices. Ooh. And then when we got to Untucked, I said, what are we not seeing? What are we not catching? What did we miss here? Because the answer on stage didn't match the edit high key, and it was giving very. She had a bad attitude, so boom. Did I miss something? Did she mean the other girl and she said the wrong name? Oh no, I'm gonna read that wig, Donna. Because as much as I love Madam Yoko and I'm sad that they went home, and it's like we needed more time with that individual, especially because their franchise is not really, you know what I mean? And they deserved a little bit more time. But I am going to drag that wig. I am going to drag another wig. I'm going to drag that outfit. I'm going to drag this. Let's just get to it. Because, like, I loved this episode. I like everybody on the show, but there were a couple of. What's that? What is that? What is that? Why? Huh. I'm also starting to think that maybe there's more to what happened with that back and forth in Untucked, and maybe somebody is, I don't know. I was trying to remove whatever biasness I had because that's my bitch, but I was thinking to myself, why did that happen? I was really confused. Like, oh, I mean, we're having a bad day, but what's going on? Maybe we'll find out in the next episode. I don't know. But shout out to you, Bon in the Philippines. See, this is why I did the video this early in the States, because I wanted to make sure my Filipino babies over there, it wasn't too late. Because, normally when I do my lives, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning for y'all. So I was like, nah, Matt, I'm going to get up early on Thursdays. Let's do it. Okay. As you know, it is Slaysian Royale Drag Race Philippines. So Drag Race Philippines is the franchise host nation when it comes to this. They have 5 queens that are going to be representing the Philippines. And then there are 7 others representing different franchises of different Asian backgrounds and orientations, which I think is really, really cool, really dope. Thank God we're doing this. I think it's a great idea. I personally think they can expand this a little bit more. While there was España All-Stars, which was a flop in my opinion, you low-key could do a whole season of the girls of Latin proportions, if you will, Latin America, a whole season for that. You could do a whole season for this if you wanted to do. I think this is great. It's also showing, and I think this is a great way to open the doors for a lot of folks that only know US Drag Race, or possibly like, what's the word I'm looking for here? The English-speaking seasons. And now people are being introduced into another format of this. They're now looking at Mama Pow. It's like, okay, who is this lady? If they didn't watch Drag Race Philippines, which is crazy. If you have not seen Drag Race Philippines and Slaysian Royale is your first season, you have your WoW subscription, right? Okay, this is the day. You go in there and watch every one of those seasons and get your life. You are welcome. Because they brought it. Oh, and do not miss Untucked. Don't miss Untucked. This is one of those franchises where you cannot miss that. You cannot. Because you just going to be like, well, damn, what are we about to do? Natasha, okay, this is the first tippy poo of the day. Thank you, baby. Over here on my Venmo. Bing, bing, bing. Thank you, Natasha. I appreciate it. Meow. I'm going to put that in the cat food fund because it's time to get more dry food. We got wet food yesterday, but we need to get dry food. The kids get a mixture. That's why they're healthy weight. Every time I bring them to the vet. Your cat's got a great coat of hair and they're on the right weight. That's right. They get wet and dry. But no. So Drag Race Philippines, Slaysian Royale, I said 5 people from the Philippines are the host country representing, and then it's 7 from other countries. Like I said, I think this is a great idea. Personally, I'm just happy that Drag Race Philippines is back. It's also cool that we're getting a pause in between the seasons for an All-Stars run, but they're making this like global, but they're not using the global title. Or versus the world, I should say. Like, okay, here I go. Is versus the world cursed? Is that name cursed when it comes to the All-Stars run? I want to hear about this in the comment section because All-Stars has always been a bot for me. Is that versus the world nonsense? Like, what we giving here? Bam. Well, they do get a cash prize. It's 2 million pesos, which in currency exchange in US dollars is about 35,000, which is a lot of money, regardless of the 200,000 they get for a US season of Drag Race. We need to think about sponsors and what this is about, y'all. That's still a good grip of money. I could certainly use 2 million pesos right now. Right now. So like it's cointadas, and it's still better than what Blue got for their prize for UK versus the world. I think everybody's prize is better. I'm sorry, Blue, that still sucks. Like the gag of you having to come back and hear that people were going to get money. They made you sit there and watch someone get coin while you got a song and a trip to LA. I hope you had some trade. I mean, I don't know if you would call them trade, but I hope you had some boy. There you go. Some man. Because, yeah, these people out here be getting confused. So there you go. Either way, I like that we're getting their Drag Race Philippines is doing their own thing. Slaysian Royale. There are so many more people that can be put on this cast, y'all. There is so much more they can do with this. Oh, so many other girls that they can put on this. So I'm excited for whenever and however they do it. Shout out to Drag Race Philippines. I can definitely see the production budget upped. So yeah, let's go ahead and start with the queens and their entrance looks and just their intros. But Arizona Brandy is the first one to come in from Drag Race Philippines Season 2. I wanted them to win. Hell, I wanted Bernie to win. I wanted Miss Jade Phil to win. But regardless, Arizona is back, and I love Arizona. Also, I like how, again, we're getting this mixture of Tagalog and English, as well as other people. We got French as well. I said, babe, we're getting a whole language lesson. This is Duolingo without the AI. Actually, that's a lie, because did anyone watch this on a dub, and why would you? Did you notice that they had both the dub version of this episode on WoW, and why was there a dub version? As much as the Filipino queens were speaking in their language, I understood everything that was happening. I was like, why was there a dub version of this? Did you dub the English-speaking voices too? Yes, there is. Like, okay, so everyone that was talking about this, let me tell you, because did you see when this happened during the episode? Everybody was talking about that online. I didn't see this. I watched it via WoW. So I don't know if that was on the YouTube version of the episode or if it was also on WoW. But I didn't see it. Y'all, for those of you who watch my reaction video on Patreon, and I do reactions to these episodes, thank you. I was like, I didn't see that. So that kind of gagged me a little bit. It was YouTube. And y'all talking about get it together. Wow, that's YouTube, boo. Because on WoW, that did not happen. Not at all. In the YouTube version, that's crazy. Speaking of which, if you did want to watch this episode, and you're currently one of the people who may not have a little subscription, poo, that's perfectly fine. We get it. Trust me, I know what my wallet understands. You can watch this first episode for free on YouTube. There is a cursed image that I just showed. It's not a cursed image, but if you did see weapons, that's why I was kind of like, what's happening? This is giving Long Legs A24 neon, like teaser trailer you know what I mean? Like we're about to see a whole nother movie. But no, Arizona Brandy is back. I thought this entrance look was really cutesy. I'm excited to see what they do. I'll be rooting for all the girls from the Drag Race Philippines franchise, just to be honest with you, but I'm also going to be rooting for others too, representing my country as well as China. But coming in for, I'm so happy that Yuha is on this season. I am so happy Yuha is on this season. Like, you want to talk about somebody who needed to been come back to Drag Race? as much as they talk about it as well in the universe of YouTube, shout out to Yuha. Yeah. Oh no, she will be narrating this season. She will be literally leading the conversation because that was all this episode. Mama was in damn near every conversation. No shade, and I was fine with it. Yuha over here, like really running through the conversation. The moment I saw her with Kiana on one part of the episode, and then all of a sudden we move on over, and she right there with Arizona. Yeah, girl. I said, wait a minute. She will be giving all the commentary. I love Yuha. It's going to be exciting to see her on this season. I think that on their original season, it was a lot. There was a lot going on. And it was a little bit tough for them to like push on through with every personality that was in the room at the time. Plus, there has been, you know, a bit of a gap between their original season. So Yuha's done nothing but grow in not only their personality character, they also don't go by Hamasaki anymore. So I was like, okay. Our bootlegger review is in the building. Now I just want her to have a better run than the other YouTuber that got on this show, and now you don't even hear about them anymore. Oh Lord, can you don't bring her back. Anywho, Yuha representing Drag Race season 10. I hate that it was 12th place too, because I liked Yuha. She was great. But you know, we'll see her on this season. I'm ready for it. I also love her confessional. It's girl, she looked comfortable, but it's cute comfortable. Like, bitch, she's literally about to do the podcast. I think it's so funny. But no, this is gorgeous. I love it. It was cute. I was here for it. Do-do-do. Season 1, numero uno. My favorite name to say, Brigading ding 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 ding. I said, oh, Brigading got rid of her textured hair and said, we're going to do the blonde. I said, oh. She came in. I said, ooh, wait, oh, we're not doing no more texture. She looks gorgeous, but I was like, oh, this ain't texture. This is 1B. Ain't no 3C. No. I was like, oh. No, I'm being funny. But no, Brigading is back. We just saw their child Zimba Ding Ding over here in the Pat Name of Jesus compete not too long ago. Why Yuha is so funny talking about, oh, she lost her culture. I was hollering. They said, oh, this wait, it's Arizona. Are we gonna have some token white person? I was like, Ivory's coming. Get ready. Like, no shit. It was so funny the way that the girls from the Philippines were like, oh, these bitches are so tall. That shit had me hollering to me. They're like, oh, now who is this gonna be? Oh, they gotta be mixed with something. I love it. They're like, bitch, hey, what's going on? And so what you be? Oh, yeah, okay. There you go. That's why she finally left. Yeah, there we go. No, but Zimba's gorgeous. Excuse me, not Zimba. Well, Zimba is gorgeous, but Brigading is also gorgeous. I'm excited to see them on this season. Their first season, Mama was stirring the pot sometimes a little bit. They didn't win one episode. There were a few where we were like, maybe it could have been Brigga, but maybe this time we'll get Brigading. I'm hoping that they have a better run. I do, because they definitely, season 1 was a little tough. So I'm excited for them. But shout out to the house of Ding over here. I was like, now who is this? Yeah. But mother of the house has stepped in the room. Okay. All right. Am I a Siam Fusi stan in this building? A tad bit, a little bit, kind of a lot, even though the makeup looked wild in the secondary portion of it. I'm talking about right here. It looked like she had some ski goggles. We'll keep it there. But if you saw Drag Race Thailand season 3 and your ears are still intact, your eardrums are still intact from that audio, you know her run on there was a tough one. They gave that girl the business. And I liked that season. I did not continue the reviews. There was not a lot of take with it when I was doing the show. However, I did finish it, and I watched when Sam went, Cyan went home, and I was just like, God, they gave that girl the business. They gave her the business. And I didn't know if it was because she was from San Francisco and just came in the competition. And then I didn't realize this, but she was a baby queen at the time. And I was thinking to myself, oh, I didn't really know that. And maybe that's why it was a lot of like giving her the business and the run. Like, why are you here? Ooh, ooh, ooh. But this look was everything. Now I can't finish the line is going to be iconic to some. For me, I was like, my sister, hurry up. Please get your line out. It's crazy. Then she wanted to sing off key. I said, what's going on, Jesus? But it was everything to me and then some. So I live for Sam. I'm here for them. Now I'm going to be real. I am here to represent for 8. Now, if that ain't the craziest thing I have heard and seen, I'm here to represent for the Asians, and then puts a do-rag on. The way I stumbled and paused a little bit, it was like, I'm here to represent that puts the do-rag on. Asian I said, let me go look at her hair one more time, just because maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe. Nope. Okay. Those aren't gonna wave. That's not gonna wave up, friend. No shade. That's not gonna wave up like you may want it to, because that's what that. Where is my new rag? I just took off mine, but I'm still I love them. I'm still gonna be rooting for them. But that shit right there. I'm going to be obnoxious about how much I love this one. Girl, what the hell? Oh. I'm going to be obnoxious. Obnoxious. Ooh. The fact that she was just bent over with her wig in this moment, and it looks like she's turned around. The fact she is leaned over with her wig. Oh, please. She ate just on the silhouette. Just on the silhouette. Oh, this was so. Vinyas Deluxe. Madrigal. The same, it was like this new elevation of that look that they did that was iconic for a lot of us. It honestly ate on the runway. This eats as well severely. But one of the best personalities, one of the biggest selling points of Drag Race Philippines through season 1, because let's be real, the first season is always a selling point for a show. The second season is the follow-up to keep it going. By the time we've had the 1 and the 2, 3's got a job to do, and you must keep it rolling. They're doing great so far. She's a part of the selling package for season 1. It certainly is not Lady Morgana now. But she's one of the selling points. Because, my God, what a personality. Super entertaining, extremely gorgeous. Drag is the key. The wigs are always right. I'm here. I'm here. Now, Ivory, this was I was entertained by this. I was like, okay, what's going on? Baby girl is doing something. This is very ditzy. What's happening here? And then you faint again to make fun of yourself from your season where, yes, Drag Race Down Under had a America's Next Top Model moment. And, and Mama had fainted on stage in that outfit. And then had to lip sync the following day. which was wild. They were like, you take yourself a rest. You're going to wake up and we're going to see about this elimination tomorrow. Ooh, there's a murder on the dance floor. I can't. I cannot and I will not, but here we are and I am able. But Ivory Glaze is in the competition representing Down Under. Chinese and Dutch. I think I'm correct in this if I'm remembering the episode, because I just rewatched it again for like the 5th time this morning. I believe I'm correct in that. She's like half Chinese and half Dutch, if I'm correct here. So it's when she's coming in, they're all like, oh, she's super tall. She's so tall. And they're just going down the line. And it's really funny because I don't know if it was Yuha or how it was done, but I found it to be such a giggle where it's like, so wait, so Siam, you're like what, Thai and this and okay, cool. And being still okay. And then Ivory. So like that shit had me hollering. I'm sorry. It's the way it was done it was so tactful, but it was like, so what is it again? Oh, okay. That now makes a lot of sense to me, especially when Bernie come in here. That's when this really, oh my God. I have never been so happy to see someone. Yes, I have. I'm always happy. No, I'm not. Clearly. But no, one of my favorite people in the entirety of Drag Race who I was sad I didn't get to see when I was at DragCon, the last DragCon that existed. One of my favorites in the entire universe. Oh, I love this queen so very much. So very much. So very much. Mother has arrived. I love how I went through the comment section of one of the videos, for the show, and some people were like, I have no idea what Bernie is saying, but all I keep like thinking is, yes, queen, yes, mother, yes, this. And I'm like, listen, Bernie is speaking some English and some Tagalog mixed together. Put your subtitles on. You could understand this lady, but let me tell you something. You know what it's giving. You know what she's doing. You know what's right. You know what's up. This is the one I wanted to win for real, for real. No shade. I wanted Arizona to win because we were in the top 2, and I was like, all right, well, she got to do it then. That was my other fave, but Bern was my uno. That was the uno card for that season, baby. Bernie is bad as she wants to be. So I was given a little information about this said ensemble in case people are confused based off of what you're getting over here. Shout out to Alpheus Uriel. So basically, Bernie's entrance is a cosplay of a character from the most popular mobile game in Southeast Asia, Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Her name is Angela, and she's a support healer character. For those of you who know, Dooley plays support healer sometimes whenever, or tank whenever he's doing Marvel Rivals. And I normally play support healer as well whenever I'm doing any sort of like MOBA game of any kind of sorts. I play mage or I play healer support. Yeah, preferably. That's me. I'm like, I like to heal and put defense and shields up, but I also like to be mage tease. I want to throw stuff at people. Boo, 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 boo. I don't want to run up and hit you. Like, that's fine. I'll be from a distance. I'm not the mug. I'll just shoot you from afar. I'll even do a ranger before I do anything else. Shout out, I see you, Alpheus. Thanks for being here, babes. But Bernie is legitimately a global top Angela player, and they've even featured her on their, I guess through their from the game itself. They've actually reached out to Bernie. She's one of the top people that's been playing the game. That's really dope. I am never going to be in one of those like top situations. I'll get lucky every now and then. I mean, Watcher of Realms right now, I'm like number 1. For those of you who play that game, I play that game. I actually am number 1 right now in my current level cap position based off of this thing I'm on that I can see. Anywho, shout out to Burn. And I love this outfit. It do give Nikki. I was over here, high heels on my tippies. No, Dolce and Gabbana, bitch. Right. I was over here giving a little club up. Like, it's giving a little Nick. It is. But I also think this is super cute. Hey, come on, teeth, and come on, eye. I see. I said, all right, Mama got the work. She said that first season was a cack. Oh, I'm coming in. You gonna see, and you gonna see. And I was like, all right. Go ahead, sister. Listen, I'm not gonna knock nobody. If you want to get your new mouth, that's fine. She definitely didn't get them teeth done in Atlanta. I'm getting used to them, and maybe she is too. It happened when people get the veneers. Sometimes you gotta let them work, then get that mouth right. But I think it's great. I think she was gorgeous, and her confessional is chewing. I was like, this hair is right with God. This hair is right with God. You understand me? I was like, it's giving from the scalp. I love it. But no, I'm happy for Bernie being back. That's one of my favorite babies, so I'm excited for them. From Drag Race France, it's Kitty Space. Shout out to Kitty Space. I'm excited that I'm excited for Kitty. It's gonna be fun to learn more about them through this show, because France season 2, I felt like there was a little bit of time, but not a lot of it with Kitty. We're gonna get a little bit more time with our baby girl. I'm concerned just a tad bit from the things I've seen this episode with their track records, what's gonna happen here. But I'm also in hopes that it's gonna be a good run too. I'm hoping so. Kitty, my season was hard. It was. Bitch, let's remind ourselves of that cast. Oh, it was a stacked cast. It was like, whew. But yes, I was here for Kitty. Now, my friend in real life, good to see my bitch up in here in this piece again. We're gonna talk about the other stuff a little later, but this is somebody who I genuinely care for. I've been covering them since UK season 1. For those of you who don't know. Back in the gap when I did DragCon, I had the press pass and I was able to do interviews with people, and Something was one of the first people who I did get to interview, as I did get to meet every single person from season 1 of UK prior to the season even airing at New York DragCon for the premiere. Shout out to DragCon, we miss you. But this my gal, and I like this look. The wig we're going to get to when you have to start shaking that shit, sister. I'm not even going to lie to you, because once I saw the separation I was like, oh. But I'm happy that Something is on the show and they're getting another run through again. Now, when we started giving like scary movie tease and we was on the phone with Marlon Wayne's What's Up, I was like, what is going on? I said, my sister is just happy to be there. I said, she hype. Like this is all I've got from that. I was like, no, she's just hype. She don't even know how to act right now. She walked in, like they at the fucking backstage somewhere and just having a keek real quick. It's really funny. But no, I love me some Something Wong. I'm glad they're back on the show. This episode was oof. The episode was a little woof. It was a little woof. I'm hoping next week is better. Oof. This is also better lighting for her mug, because some of the lighting for some of them wasn't really hitting their mugs just right, and then they got somewhere else. I was like, okay, better. But to me, I was like, some of the overhead lighting is a little rough. As much as y'all are mad at one person, I need you to be mad at Yuha for basically sending this girl home. As much as be mad, if you're gonna be mad at somebody, Yuha sent her home. Let me tell you, I don't know what incantation was used in that scripture, but it was, oh, well, she already came with her luggage, so she ready to pack herself to go home. Kind of happened, but Madame Yoko from Drag Race Belgium is she the last one? No. I think Kiana's the last one. Okay. I'm going to be on the opposite opinions of a lot of people here, because again, I was, going through the comment section. People were like, "Oh, can't believe some girl." She was a hard sell for me. I like Madame Yoko. I liked learning about Madame Yoko. We'll get through all the looks and we'll get there. It was a hard sell for me. I still don't think anybody should have gone home this first episode. I still don't think anybody should have gone home this episode, but it was. I kept going, well. To me, every time I saw a new, this is the look for this runway. This is the look for that runway. I was like, oh no, I don't know. I don't know. The other one, I was like, oh no. And oh no too. But this one as well, I was like, I don't know about this. We'll get there. But I like Madame Yoko in general as a person. Their vibe is pretty cool. I don't. Something Kiana said about before they got eliminated, I didn't see. So I'm wondering if I missed something, or maybe it was just the way the tone came out. I'm not quite sure, but it was interesting learning about them this episode. And once we did get a lot of background into who they are so early, I was like, oh, okay, she gone. No shade. Like we knew the whole adoption story, them going back to Vietnam and them not being able to find any relation with people that look like them based off of them being in Belgium. And then I thought to myself, and this is no shade to you, Madame Yoko, this is just me as a watcher looking at this and trying to get the POV perspective point of view. So the episode was asking of them to do stuff specifically about their roots and where they grew up. And you were praising a country that, while you're not from, you lived in, and you have adoptive parents in, and you found your roots that you have grown yourself through. But I don't know if they were thinking like, we want you to pay more homage to the country that you are actually from versus the one that you relate to the most. And then when we get the background story about all that put together, that is why I was in my head going, I don't know. And the same thing happened for Something, who is like, I'm not from my country. However, I am from the UK, and this is where and I was thinking that too. Kitty even also had a little bit of that at the same time. Kitty also paid a little bit more. Do you hear where I'm going with this? So that's why when this happened and she went home, I thought it's more than just what we saw with the look. It's more than just what happened in Untalked. And that is what I got from this situation. And you know what? And this is not to knock anyone who say is in Madame Yoko's position, who say is adopted by different parents of different race, ethnicity, color, background. That's not a knock on that. It's just what this episode was asking or requiring of them compared to what story they gave this week is where my mind went, ooh, because when you're in the mirror before an episode saying, hey, represent, you telling people, I don't see myself there. And I didn't see myself in the people. I saw myself as from Belgium, eating bratwurst and drinking beer and da 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 da. And I was like, ooh, I don't know if they wanted to hear that, but that is your story. That is what you relate to. That is who you are. And that's okay. But is that what they're asking of you? And that is. And same thing with Something. And then when Something was emotional about it, because I want to learn more about myself, versus someone who is content with what's the tea. I was like, girl, this is, to me, I may have been overreading this, but that's what I felt also played into some decisions that were made. Sorry for that long-winded point, but that was this morning on my before my fifth watch of just looking over the episode. I was like, I wonder if that was something that was put into, Ooh. Okay, so I am also going to be a tad bit biased over this queen too. It's Suki Doll from Canada's Drag Race. Went home way too soon. Way too soon. Is it crazy that this wig looks like a completely different color? Like that's an apple and this is a tree or some shit? And then, what's that Pokemon, the Dragon Grass one? Not Apple Bottom. Why do I want to say that so bad? But how cool is that? It looks like purple, but then it's actually green. I live and breathe. This outfit was also puss, honey. Puss. I love Suki doll. Will I be rooting for Suki? Yes. Do I want someone for the Philippines to win? Yes. But if someone from not the Philippines were to win, Suki, Yuha, and a couple others I'm down for. Applin and yes, Hydra Apple in that category. Thank you. That's who I was thinking of. I'm playing a lot of Pokemon TCG, by the way. So if you are a Pokemon TCG player, please let me know. I will put my code in the live chat if you want to be friends and send me a fight request or message me anytime. I'm a little bit free. We can play a couple rounds. I have all 20 of my deck set to go. And you can do like me and my friend do, where we pick random numbers for each other, and that's the deck that we have to choose to then battle each other. It's kind of fun to play it that way, where we're like, okay, pick a random number. All right, we have to choose deck 7, and then go. Sorry, my nerdy self is coming out, but yes. Shout out to Suki Doll. I think this is the last one. It is Kiana from season 3, just happened, of Drag Race Philippines. Mama was a force during the season. Mama was a force. I also like that she kept the theme of like fighter tees. Like she was Katana going in as Kiana from the third season. But then now here it's giving very much I survived the battle. This is the war. I was here for it. I'm down. I'm gonna be walking. Can we play? Kiana with a K. Not too many Ks. A distance in between, RuPaul has shown themselves on a television screen with what can be considered an abomination to God's contact lenses by letting them know, I am so excited for Drag Race Philippines, Slaysian Royale, and all that good stuff. I can't wait to hear about who is going to win, so I don't remember their names either. And you know I love me some Ruzy, but I was like, this is fine. She's not going to know these people. Yeah, it's still coming at us, but yes, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. If you want to throw a little bit of love in my jar for your boy hosting with the most, please and thank you. It's paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, as well as Venmo Matty-Rants. This is not a promo for the new movie's Weapons that's currently out in theaters right now, but possibly it could be. Speaking of which, go see Weapons. It was a great movie. I loved it. Oh my goodness gracious. No, for those of you who were watching this episode on YouTube, there was a glitch that happened that was kind of viral online. I watched it on Wow Presents Plus, so I didn't get the glitch, but it was hilarious to see. I was like, oh my God. It also let me know how many people don't have no Wow subscriptions and need to get them, talking about they want to talk about somebody's TV show. They're not going to post episode 2 on YouTube. So y'all just going to be giving reactions and commentary based on people's comments that they make about said show and then give your takes now? Or are you actually going to get your subscription or get your friend to give you the login because they're not like Netflix right now? I'm just saying. Mama Pow, it's good to see you again. And I'm so happy that you're not wearing blonde so far this season, because you know how I felt about season 2. Oh, don't do it again. But Mama Pow lets them know what the prize is going to be. Of course, that everybody is representing their countries. This is the first time this is being done. It's going to be an awesome show. The stage is sickening. That stage is everything. I love it. I love it. But Jervy Wrightson, who we know as Khaled Karen, this is why I started getting sad, because Khaled Karen would have came up first and then Jiggly would have came up right after. Oh my God, I was a little bit sad. I was like, oh, my sister, because Khaled Karen, she looks gorgeous as usual, but my heart started to sink a little bit because I was realizing, oh, my baby girl's not going to be up in here. And I'm so used to seeing her. I love that they're committing to calling her Jervy after her marriage. And they should, and I live and breathe for that too. But get into this hair, get into the mug. It's right with God, everything about it. I thank you. She is gorgeous. But yeah, they had a dance off or a wig dance off. Did I zoom in? Am I going to make fun of some of these people? Yes, yes, I am. Here we go. La la la, la la la. So Arizona Brandy and Siam go first. Arizona takes off her ponytail while Siam is fighting hers. The ponytail is now pom-poms. Will I be focusing on Mama Pow for the majority of this? Yes, yes, I will. Siam's wig is, well, not for movement. It's for walking, but not for movement, clearly. Madame Yoko and Bernie. Bernie won just by throwing the doll. Madame Yoko looked like their neck was about to break. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, I feel like we're watching this dance happen in black and white. But, you know, it was a lot to take care of. But when Bernie took off that little bob and already had that wig underneath, I said, oh, sister, we cut the music. You don't got to do this no more. It was funny. This was chaos. Kitty Space versus Brigading. Oh my God. The way everybody who had a braid needed help swinging said braid, I was like, y'all don't be getting to the money. Everybody is mad. Y'all really do. I be getting to the money. Ooh, same old from the block. Nobody know how to swing them ponies. If they're not from the Philippines. The Filipino girls be chewing over there. I said, baby, Kitty over here. I thought she was go-go for 5 motherfucking minutes, and a big foot bitch named Uma Thurman was about to sit there and go, yeah! She's about to be awful. Awful. It's terrible. It's terrible. Terrible. Brigadine looked good. She said, fuck the textured hair no more. I'm going to give you this blonde white woman tease. Go off, pop sister. Now, I know Suki's not the best dancer in the universe, and Kiana is, so I already had a... Hi, Bubba. You want to say hi to everybody? Sorry, y'all. Mamu came over here to just get some love off. Everybody, say hi to Mamu-chan. I know. Hey, Bubby. What's up, boy? Oh. You should hello to everybody. I know. I don't ever go live this early, and this is normally our cuddle time while I'm working. Because normally I like work on my videos around this time, and then he just lays in my like lap or whatever and just do it. You ready to go? Okay. All right. Give me a second. We got at least another. How long do I talk for? Another hour. I got you, Books. Oh. All right. If Mina must be in the other room, so he got that level without her coming over here being a jealous belly, because she gets jealous. Like, oh, he got picked up, so now she gets picked up. Hi, Nina. You want a little bit of love too? Is that what's happening? Come here, baby girl. You cannot stand it when he gets his love. I know. Hi, big baby. Okay, I'm not gonna pick you up because you like to be sedity. So, All right. My bad, y'all. I had to give my cats a little bit of love. Those are my babies. So Suki Dawn Kiana. Again, these ponytails are not the best friends of any of the girls. But when I tell you, I was over here hollering at Mama Pow's reactions like a church woman, just in the back. Oh, hands together. Oh, I can't. Oh. These faces. These faces were having me hollering. Do you understand me? Hollering. Uh, Love you, love you, Kay. There are some moves that certain queens do that others cannot do. Am I saying that that is the Colby's move? But to me, based on this wig, I was like, there are just some moves that are meant for others and not for all, because you eat the other moves very effortlessly. This one, I was like, okay, we went from this hair to now we're in the bang. That's now too much going on. You have ruined the effect of this is my real hair. And it's giving, I'm just making sure the wig is right. No shade. So I was like, okay, she's true. Until this part happened, I was like, why? Why are we doing this? I know it's a wig shaking challenge, but that don't, even the gray don't give scalp. Meanwhile, Suki's whole wig came off. Yuha versus Vinyas Deluxe. Now Yuha had a good time doing a split and all that jazz. Me, baby, these girls had tearaways ready to go. They came in gowns and was like, oh, we about to dance. Mind you, Venus was doing a commercial for this new creatine product for hair. Do you understand me? Every time Venus looked, oh, I had to giggle. I had to giggle. I had to giggle. It was a good time. Do I think that they did this intentionally by putting the two tallest people together? Yes. Do I think that they intentionally put two of the tallest people together that they also associated with? Yes. So let's continue. First of all, I'm hollering at something because this is something for the challenge. We ready? Here we go. And I was like, all right. Now, Ivory over here trying to figure out what the fuck to do. Yeah? Okay. Uh-huh. Well, the wig, the wig, the wig, the wig, the wig, the moment she bent down, it said, her peekaboo, man. Mind you, something is losing whatever fight with a supervillain right now who has sonic pulsating rays currently. I swear, if Superman don't hurry up and save this bitch, it's gonna be a wrap. Do you understand me? Something, please use your power. Transform now. Transform now, sister, because you're losing this fight. That fight's gonna get you, sister. I'm sorry. You're losing this fight. They're about to take all the energy crystals. Moon prism power, activate the fuck. Something needs to happen. Ah, she's losing it. She's losing it. Mercury, pull up. What's going on? Amy hasn't figured out how to use her powers yet. She's screwed. She's screwed. Baby, the pads is out. Oh my God. It's a lot. It's a lot. This is a lot. Ivory over here. Now. Now I want y'all to remember when the wigs were shaking and other girls was tossing their wigs around. Now you saw how the strands were moving individually, okay? Individually, we're moving, all right? If I ever see anybody, and this is not just a song, but to anybody at any show or concert or any sort of club, and they start to toss their hair around and it's coming in waves and not in singles, it shows up in groups, but not as one. Rolling deep, but not solo dolo. Oh, no, 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 no. You either not washing your hair, or it's a cheap. No, no. Mm-mm. I said, sister, it's in clumps. It's the clumps. It's Nutty Professor 2. Something Wong's wig, the clumps. I was like, No, that shit was tossed, and I was like, They fight, they jumping. Like, no way. Like, that's not a fair fight. Like, no, her hair is jumping. Like, no, they jump over here. It is definitely giving the big three. All right. It's very Summer, Big Lex, and Dolly. All in that wig. No, ma'am. Meanwhile, Ivory over here is shaking her plain Janes. I was like, okay, everybody. They had fun though, and that's the most important thing. I wish they shortened the mini challenge a little bit. I'll agree. That it went on for a while, but it was fun. I had a good time. It went on for a very long time. I was like, baby, I know this is a humiliation kink for a couple of these girls, but like, stop. Oh my gosh. I have to use the potty real quick, and I'm a little bit mad at myself, but I just drank my coffee and it's like kicking in. And I'm like, no. I need 2 minutes, sincerely. I need 2 minutes here. But before I do that and mute my microphone and go to this restroom really quickly, because I've been holding it for the last 20 minutes. So Kiana wins the mini challenge, which also happened for their season of season 3. Season 3 of Drag Race Philippines. Bitch, I was gagged. I was like, oh, girl, we starting this off again. This is, it's looking like we're doing it well. I say congrats to Kiana. And they won little cointadas too. They won a little coin, a little peso as well for their mini challenge. So it was a great start for them. And then they're told that their maxi challenge is a pageant. And I love it. The Miss Shutaca pageant, which I looked that up. And I remembered them saying it before, and in me looking it up again, I had a little giggle because I realized that they said your mother is several times, multiple variations of it. Often. They were even your mother's a horse, your mother's a horse. I was like, oh my God. I wish they would do pageants more often with the other Drag Race franchises too, because pageants and drag do go hand in hand. It's not all about that, if you know what I'm saying, when it comes to drag itself. It's definitely not just on that spectrum, but pageants and drag is a big deal together. So I just love that they do this for the Philippines. I know they should need to do that for the US way more, because there's a lot of pageants out here in general. Hell. Okay, excuse me, I gotta go. All right, I'm putting on mute. I'm gonna let my music play. I'll be right back. 2 minutes.
Listen. Yeah. Yes, dog. Get that out of there. Listen. Yeah. Yes, dog. Get that out of there.
Okay. Life is better now. My apologies. My life is better now. Thank you so very much for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate the support today. We are here to talk about Drag Race Philippines, Slaysian Royale, one of the greatest franchises of Drag Race, period, but also one of my favorites so far for All-Stars of the All-Star years so far. From just the first episode, I've been great. It was a quick one. I even washed my hands. I did wash my hands. I know soap touched my hands. I rubbed them together. There was a 1 and there was a 2. I did it again and there's a 3. So we even did that. Do you need water? Hold on. Okay. Like, they have 2 water bowls over there, but he's looking at the one. He's like, I want it in that bowl. I'm like, okay. All right, back to this. So Kiana wins the mini challenge. Congratulations to them. They're told that they have a pageant with 2 different categories, one with representing their, where they're from, and the other where they have to do a reveal look. Let us be very clear. Some of the reveals were perfection. Others were tearaways. And whatever reveal it was supposed to be, it was unsatisfactory. I'm going to be real, because I was watching it like, oh, she did it. She did not. She did that. She did not. You know what I mean? It was a complete difference from some, where it was like, okay, now that's how you do that. And the others, it looked a little sloppy toppy. But Kiana is given an advantage going into this challenge because there is a Q&A portion of said pageant where they are asked a question and must answer it in 30 seconds. Kiana gets an extra 5 seconds to answer their question, and they can take 5 seconds away from somebody else. Now, you'd assume that she would protect her sisters from her franchise, Drag Race Philippines. Kiana thinking strategically here and also trying to get on the good side of the other queens from the different franchises. She chooses Arizona Brandy, her fellow runner-up sister. This gagged Arizona, like, no, what? Why me? Why am I getting gagged? What's going on? What? I'm not gonna lie. I was a little spooked for Arizona too, because I get that it's like, okay, you don't want to show your hand too quickly. You don't want to show that you're just protecting your girls and it's going to be like the whole season against each other. It is for whatever it is. But then I was like, huh. Okay. Arizona said, I will not forget. I'm going to forgive her, but I will not forget. I thought Arizona was going to be in the top 2 this week. I thought Arizona was going to be in the top 2 this week. I was a little gagged when she wasn't. I mean, I was also happy for a set of individuals, but I like how Wildcard is saying here, and I would love, because this is us. We've been watching this show for so long now. We become production. We become our own writers, if you will, because we've seen the storylines over so many seasons. So as a production standpoint, and still being fair and watching things go down, I would have put Arizona in the top just for the fact that you were given 5 seconds of a deduction and you handled it very well. And Jude, I think that's where my mind was going too. It's like, you don't want to immediately be a dick. Like, you don't want to be that person who's like, okay, here's the line in the sand. It's the Filipinos versus everybody else, when it already feels like that because we're coming to the home franchise already. And now we have to compete with y'all. And you working from 5. I'm one of mine. I'm one of this one. You know what I mean? So I get that. And it's no shade to Kiana and certainly not to Arizona. If I was Arizona, I'd still be like, now, bitch, what? Why me? Kiana said she didn't know the international queen, so she couldn't do this to them. Also, even the question that was asked on stage for the Q&A, where it was like, who should go home and why? I'm so happy that Yuha answered that the way they did. I'm like, this is the first day. We have barely stepped foot on. Look at the soles of my feet. They're still clean. They have barely walked around the house. I was like, y'all cannot ask who should go home now. And what? That is crazy. I was still entertained by it all. But Arizona was a little shook. They have 5 seconds deduced from their time for the Q&A. I think Arizona can handle it personally. But yes. Now, of course, it's a little bit of banter here back and forth. Yuha is definitely going to be narrating the season, as well as, I would say, workroom mother, being able to move from conversation from point A to point B, checking in with Kiana over her decision making, as well as checking in on Arizona Brandy, who I was sad to hear this. How, okay. Pull it in, Matt, before I start yelling at folks. Who the hell are y'all talking about Miss Arizona and her being the underwhelming runner-up compared to Marina and Kiana? I was like, what? I was like, wait. As much as I did not care for the winner of that season and their past actions, let's keep it 100 with season 2. The girls were girling. The girls were fighting. The girls were giving us television. It was a show. It was a good show at that. There were high contenders, if you will. Some people who weren't doing shit, but were still eating up every episode they were in. Okay. But that top 4, oh, please don't do that. The 4 alone was like it for what it was worth. But for them to say, girl, what? I was like, Yes, she ate her contact lenses on stage. Yes, that is iconic. Iconic. I don't care what anybody says. Iconic. It was everything. I would never do that ever, but it was really cool. But at the same time, I know Arizona for more than just that with their drag. I also know them for being like very quick-witted. They're super funny effortlessly. Their drag, sometimes I was in it, sometimes I'm not. This season so far, I'm fully into it. Their face, the way they beat their mug has definitely changed. Arizona was a good time. So I think that's crazy. I think that's crazy, but I'm glad she opened up about this and at least told us, for those who may not have known this was happening, because again, we sometimes forget these are human beings and we consider them our property because it's our show. We love it so much, and we forget that these folks like literally live outside of the television screen. Now, this is where I thought this is where I applied my point of view. I'm not going to go into it too long because I already did at the beginning of this review. But this is where I felt it affected Madame Yoko's departure. And there's nothing wrong with what Madame Yoko said, but the category wanted you to do something that applied to your roots. You wanted to talk about places where you grew up. And then we proceed with this story, which is a beautiful story. And it's also something that I believe this happens to multiple, like Madame Yoko's not the first one that this is applied to, where you're adopted, you're adopted from your country, this, that, and the other. You now live in a different country. You've raised there your entire life. You are going through something. You want to find yourself, and you go back to said place where you're supposed to be from. You don't find any relation because, again, you never grew up there. And so you don't feel that you are a Vietnamese person from Vietnam. You feel you're a Vietnamese person who is from Belgium because that is where you grew up and was raised. Kitty can relate to that. And I didn't find anything wrong with this story because this is us learning about Madame Yoko. But I also thought to myself, in Drag Race universe, you've told us your story. You about to go home. 2, it was brought up on the runway. We weren't seeing who you were. We were seeing where you're from. And I was like, this is interesting. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Like, something doesn't have that much, history or know a lot about themselves based off of them growing up in the UK the entire time or the majority of their life, and not really going back to, where it said from this, that, because they had to flee from said situations, et cetera, right? Then we have Kitty Space, who was also adopted and lived in France with their French parents, but had moved around, the globe and done this and the other. You have Madame Yoko, same situation, from Vietnam, adopted on this level. And it reminds you of when you have like certain families, say from different backgrounds, who are white, that adopt Black children, and then they're not able to really like give that Black child a Black experience, which it is a thing. And for those who are like, y'all are making it more, no, baby, it's a thing. It is a thing. But it also applies in other senses too, with the way things are done, this and the other. So to Madame Yoko, I appreciate the story. I thought it was beautiful. I know a lot of people could relate to it. I thought this played a factor in them going home. Mina. Yes. You want to come over here and talk about it? All right. Thank you. I thought this had played a factor because they were specifically asking, like, oh, I'm glad y'all heard her because this be her throughout the day. She's a tortoise cat. The torties like to talk. So every now and then she'll just start a conversation with me out of nowhere. And then I have to say that. You want to talk about it? And then she'll come over here and say hello. That's my daughter. I got some super chats here. Thank you so much for the super chats. Greetings. I think Kiana gave the disadvantage to Arizona because she underestimates the international queens. Chris, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. And thank you again for the super chat. I understand Matty-Rants' detachment from her Vietnamese roots. It definitely had to do with parenting. This is what she can relate to. That's what she was raised around. Like, she can't help that. Like, it'd be wild to put something on Madame Yoko to be, you should have followed into more of your heritage and this, that, and the other when their life did not dictate or did not revolve around that in any sort of capacity. And again, they tried to do something about it and they weren't able to relate. So like, we don't need to force that on someone. We don't. I just thought it was wild because once they gave that, so I said, oof, let's see what happens on this runway. The stage is amazing. The stage is amazing. The stage is amazing. It's amazing. I love the way this is set up. This is jeans, gorgeous. Mama Pow, fabulous. Very the traditional international dress over here. I just love the sleeves and how the way this looks. We're gonna get some of them Turno She Better Do sleeves in a second. I was hyped for every Filipino like the outfits that were coming out. I was like, oh, y'all be turning it. I was like, oh my gosh. Love it so much. And also, again, my sister Jiggly, who I miss so much. I would always get those outfit looks. She'd send me pictures and everything and show me like, okay, Matt, this is what this is. This is what this is representing our country, this, that, and the other. Whenever Kiana came out as the bull, this is something, again, I had to go into my messages. Like, sister sent me this a long time ago. Like, oh, did I like Mama Pow's wig tonight? It's better than the blonde. I did. I was good with the wig. I'm good with the wig. I'm good with it. I just don't want to see her with the blonde ever again because it washed that alabaster skin out so bad. It was like, ooh, no, sister. But no, I thought this was gorgeous. I was here for Mama Pow today. On the judges panel, we have season 3 winner of Drag Race Philippines, Maxi. Maxi will also be back next week. I'm thinking they're going to do 2 episodes of pop per the judges that are there. It was also weird to see 3 people just on the panel. And no shade, I also felt judging was a little quick too. So that means I have to deal with 2 episodes of that one girl, which I'm not happy about. I was like, oh God, I got to see her for 2 episodes. And I'm really going to be mad if they put her on the same panel with somebody I like. That means I'm going to have to my face is going to be doing a lot of work. But no, Maxi is gorgeous. I was here for it. And then also, yes, I made sure to include the full look because the dress is gorgeous. But also Jimbo, winner of All Stars 8, a contestant on UK versus the World, still icon, and Canada's Drag Race, but winner of All Stars 8, Jimbo, I am gagged that you follow me on Twitter. What did I do? I had to check today. I thought I was having a fever dream. I was like, let me jump back in because maybe I dreamt of this. I'm still gagged. What did I do? Was the booty shot friend? What was it? What was it giving? But no. Jimbo, I gotta be 100. You look great. This dress is lightning. And the hair, zan. Because this is no slight against you. This is me asking questions. I said, what in the passport, bro, is Jimbo doing here? I was like, but no, I actually did enjoy Jimbo on the panel. And then what I liked about Jimbo is that whenever someone, like say Jimbo said something about the outfit or something they didn't like, Jimbo would go, now that you said that, I can see your point of view and I respect it. I really do like this, but I would have changed this, that, and the other. I said, okay. That was me. I said, okay, Jim, stay. You can stay. You can stay. You're fine. Some takes it was like, but then when someone would correct it, it wouldn't be, what's the word I'm looking for? She wouldn't like drag it out because she didn't understand it. She would respect the correction and then just go, well, here I see some other things that we could do a little bit differently. I'm all right with that. Now, Maxie, I did some zoom ins on Maxie. Maxie definitely wasn't feeling some of the things they saw this week, and they kept a lot of her commentary short. Down. But I made sure to zoom in on her face when the lip sync was over because she was the only one not moved. Also, we got a cat's eye lip sync. Oh, I'm living in a world of wonderful fantasies. I was so happy. Debut is not my favorite song. It's my least favorite because they did Manon so fucking dirty in that music video. But I have hope that we'll have Touch very soon. I really wanted to hear it Touch, as well as Gabriella. MIA would be a great one. Game Boy would be really cute. Ooh, Game Boy would be a cute lip sync. Just a Game Boy. Sorry. But yes, on to the Miss Shutaca pageant, which I loved. And I was happy to see John Santos back, as well as Jervy Wrightston, Khaled Karen, for the girls that don't know. Y'all want to see Gnarly? Gnarly. Nolly. Come on the shit. Like a bag of Takis is crazy. I'm sorry. That is the craziest line. Because I hate Takis. So I'm like, no. Oh, no. MIA, I think, is my favorite from that album. I love MIA. I play it when I do Tekken fight matches online. I'll go MIA. Go. Oh, MIA's Bob. Oh, sorry, I'm getting into my cat's eye. Let me stop. I'm a big fan of theirs. I don't even know how it happened, but I got locked in and I went down a rabbit hole of YouTube videos. Oh my goodness. But yes, John Santos, Jervy Wrightston. This is great. First category is From Roots to Runway. If you're in this live chat right now and you want to vote on these looks, you're going to use a number system. 1, everything. 10s across the board. On to the next category or give her the grand prize. 2, she's like, it's all right. You like things, but you would change things. It's not the worst. It's not the best, but it's okay. Sufficeable. It's fine. 3, chop. Boo, tomato. Boo, tomato. Don't come back. This should be your last time. But yes, From Roots to Runway. Up first is Suki Doll. Now, the dress is maple syrup. And I did not know this until I was told this. Do I think the dress is gorgeous? Yes. From angles specifically. Yes. But this took me a second because I was like, oh, and it's, maple. Okay, Canada. Yeah. So maple syrup, yeah. So she poured it on herself. Yeah. I said, okay. I said, you didn't go hard on her like you did the other 2 girls who didn't give what you wanted them to do for their cultures but pop off. That's because also the other looks that they did were severe. So. I'm hoping for more later from the souk, but I was like, it's all right. This is an immediate 10 for me. This is an immediate 10. Immediate. First of all, this is where I missed from Brigading. I said, look at her hair. I said, oh, okay. I see you, Dionne Warwick. Come on through. Come on, warrior woman. This outfit's sickening. Sickening. It's everything. All of this. Love the hair. Love the headband. Love this whole back piece is just right with God. Love the whole intro when they came out and it was given right with Jesus. I was here for it. Sevilla. Wonderful. Tastes good. Up next is something wrong. Something gone. I like the idea of what this is. I was not a fan of it. What I do like about it is that something is showing off the body and they look good in the bodysuit. Every time we got a little bit of it, I was like, okay, come on, body, work. But I don't like it. Like, I was like, I'm happy. Okay, we showing this and that, yeah. But I was like, It's so you're giving London tease. It's a little Sherlocky. It's a little I'm detective. Very much where that origin. I was like, okay. The random scarf with the hat and the suit. She ready for the green screen? I'm gonna have to chop it. Arizona Randy. Yes, indeed. This what is this? A traditional dress out in the Philippines. This was gorgeous, gorgeous down. I think what I liked about this the most was them pulling out the chicken, but the way that it's shaped, I was like, girl, if you pull that head off and it's fucking alcohol, I'm going to pass out. I'm going to pass out. What I also like about this dress is that it looks well made and it's not too form fitting. It's just very beautifully done. It seems respectful in a sense. Like it's very traditional, but it's very respectful in that matter. It's not too dragged out. Like if someone say wasn't doing drag and wore this outfit, I'd still be in it to win it. Do you feel what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be draggy. Like this alone, the way she sells it is draggy to me. But like it's a coconut shaped into a chicken. Shut the fuck up. That's everything. Oh my gosh. That just made me like this even more. Okay, I love it now. I love it even more now. Come on, resourceful. Tap into the chicken and watch her. If she started drinking it, like she'd like hit the chicken and was like, look. Oh, I would pass out. Mina, stop messing with him. Stop messing with Mamu. I just watched you pounce on him while he was trying to nap. Chill out, little girl. Ivory Glaze is a Black Widow spider. In case you were wondering. Because I was over here like, that must be something that is very common in Australia. It's common out here in the United States too, but like, I was like, let me go back and look at this category again. From roots to runway. Okay. And it looked like something Isis Avis Loren made. I don't get it. From roots to runway. And it's a Black Widow dress. I was like, oh no, she looked pretty. Oh yeah, down. Gorgine. But I was like, oh. Did she go to the hospital over this? Like, is that why she passed out the last time? It was some poison. I mean, Australia and spiders, yeah, I get that, because God forbid I ever go out there and have to see one of them big bastards. No, no, thank you. No, thank you. A dingo did not eat my baby, bitch. That was a real story, y'all, by the way. I don't know. For me, Chris, this wasn't themey. I hated saying that. It didn't hit as hard. I was like, okay. Yeah. I love this. I love this. If anybody is from the Philippines can give me background teas, because this is giving me, and it also relates to her reveal look, where I feel she's a nurse. One, two, does this have to do with some war? Three, or is this about missionary teas? Because it was, for me, this is why I was like, I'm getting a little something something here about the I love God Christian teas moving on through, specifically in the way that the dress Nurse Joy Turno. I don't know why I live for this. Like, I also love the presentation. Like, I live for her presentation of it, because she gave the middle finger. I can't do it because of YouTube. She was like, arrow, and then she stuck it in like this, like, oh my God. Oh, so just a nurse theme turn up. Okay, work. She sold the fuck out of this for me. I was living. Had to do with the migration of Filipino nurses to other countries. Thank you. I felt like I could receive that message, but I didn't understand, but I understood. And I liked it that much more because, again, presentation, darling. It's a very well done outfit. Very gorgeous. If you saw Drag Race Thailand season 3, you know why a lot of us were standing up for this look for Siam. You know. You know. You already know. You already know why. As loud as this outfit is, it's also what it's representing with pride in the celebration of same-sex marriage being legal. There was a message that came with it. It was a lot to take in color-wise, color story. This is low, that heterochromia I'm getting. It gave me high key. She just spent about 400 Tekken coins. Okay. You know, in Tekken 8, trying to get her custom character laid up right. You know what I'm saying? And very much, you know, she was going for the new season pass, even though she know her character got nerfed. And she's like, why am I going for ranked? You might as well play quick matches. My only issue with this outfit is that giant Rue badge is so not needed. She never got the badge. That's fine, and I get that. It's too big for me, but I also thought this was beautiful as well. I thought this was gorgeous. And again, if you saw the 3, it's like, oh, bitch, work. You sold the fuck out this outfit, and I just loved how it gave. It was everything. Yeah, Thailand season 3 was a tough one. It was a tough one because they were just coming back. We had high expectations. The audio was atrocious. And then some of the antics that were happening in the workroom were, it was like, I don't like those. But yeah, I'm here for the Siam. I'm here. I thought it was gorgeous. Can't wait to talk about brigading. But I got a super chat here. Alan Jeremy, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I just want to show my appreciation for your love and support for the Filipino girls. Your in-depth reviews, which I look forward to the most, even waking up very early just to watch it live. Alan, I swear, this is, look. I went live in the morning for y'all, for my Filipinos and for my babies over there across the pond, just because of this show. Because of how much fun we've had covering these 3 seasons. This has been a big part of my channel. Jiggly, Matt, come on. was the one that was really a big supporter for me in this franchise. And she was the one that let me know about it before any of y'all even knew T. I knew about this show before it even came out and was like, Matt, we're doing a show. Da, 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 da. I have been rooting for the Filipino queens in general in Drag Race Philippines since its inception. Okay, so like I'm not going nowhere with it. And I'd have nothing but love for all of the girls, everybody from across the pond in general. But like there's something about this show in particular. I just have this place in my heart with, especially for my sister Jiggly. Now that she's gone, I feel even more inclined to keep on going and keep on talking about it. Like just on that level. So thank you for this love. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. But yes, let's talk about Brigading's look before we go. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. If you want to drop a little bit of love in my jar, please and thank you. Super chats are available. But paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, or Venmo Matty-Rants are also options. Half a heart. God bless. Brigading's look was everything to me and then some. Jiggly, yes, my sister would come to the lives. Don't remind me, capture but start crying. I would be getting a text right now. Like I would dead ass get it. Oh my God. Breathe, Matthew. I would get texts during these reviews from Jiggly. Saying something crazy. Correcting me. No, Maddie. Actually, what had happened was, I don't get that anymore. All the backstage tea, all of that. She would let me know all of the context of stuff. I miss it so much. And just our conversations about everything. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. It was like Jiggly and Vivian, like that back to back was just way too much for me this year, man. Woo-wee. Way too much. Way too much. Two of my besties out like, that was hot. That was tough. Whew. On top of some other friends too. This year has been just crazy. So hug your loved ones, y'all. Make sure you send people love. They deserve it. But to Brigading's outfit, let's get our focus back. This was gorgeous. I thought it was amazing. Brigading, I think personally you were up there, in my opinion, in the top this week. I also think your reveal outfit, which we're going to get to, was everything. It was everything. I'm really excited to see what Brigga brings this season because it was so far so goddamn good just this first episode. But this is gorgeous. I love the way this moved and everything about it. That was fabulous. AJM Pop. Let me say it just like that. AJM Pop. AJM Pop. You're getting me through my work day, and I'm so grateful for your support with my legal crowd. Listen, we got to support each other, baby. So God bless. Brigga absolutely could have been top 2. Could have been Brigga in Arizona, high key. Could have been. But no, Brigga, I thought this was gorgeous. Very good. To Madam Yoko. We can feel bad, but we're going to keep it 100. No. No. This would work on King of Drag. No shade. This gave me a meaty challenge, okay? This was final thrust energy. No. Y'all can feel bad for old girl. All tea. Because we're going to talk about somebody else's runways too, who's also going to be like, no. But no. This is not, it's, if we're going to do this, I need the pants to be tailored better. I need there to be a lot more going on with the outfit itself. It does need a rhinestone or 5,000 of them. And the wig is sad. The crown is the best part of the outfit. Makeup, you like for real, no shade. Y'all can feel bad for her. Absolutely. That it sucks to go home so early again, but like, no, 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 chop, no. And this is giving all the Belgian roots, and this is not what they were asking for, but this is what she wanted to give. But had this been presented better, they probably wouldn't have been going in on her. Because if Suki can walk backstage with maple syrup dress and Kitty out here with the goddamn whole I forget the name of it specifically, but the windmills that are out there, and it's all right. I'm just saying, could have been different, but it's like, yeah, I agree with everyone who's saying I wish this was a non-elimination episode. I agree too. Moulin Rouge, thank you, Jude. You know what I'm thinking, Jude? I'm thinking of the other name because in Spain, there is a club, I think, that they talk about that also has the same sort of windmills like the Moulin Rouge. I think I'm on my mind is where I got, the mix up. I'm trying to remember that. But yes, no, back to Kitty's face though. I thought the look was cool. I gave it a 2. For me, it was all right. Kitty's makeup is interesting to me. It was all right. I was like, oh, okay, come on, girl, push on through. You okay, you're gonna hate me for how I have my take on this one. You're gonna hate me because I low-key love this. I'm sorry, I love it. I thought of so many different things, especially with this hair. I feel like I know who this woman is and what year she is from and everything. Something about this, I don't know. Like, it just gave this gaudy 80s woman from the United States of America, or like, I just got to United States and this is my version of what I've seen from said situation. Or like, she like literally moved from China to like Texas and became a pageant girl. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it gave that to me. I was like, oh my God, this was so funny to me. I loved it because it just gave like tacky Texan drag pageant tease 80s moment. And I kind of lived. I kind of lived and breathed. I was like, oh my God, the bang is so ridiculous. I lived. I did. I'm sorry. I lived. Chinese American 80s showgirl down. Like down tease. Like she'd be working with Nomi Malone in Showgirls. Very much that. Used to be a pageant girl. She's now out there in the Vegas Strip making her coin. Very that. Like she lost to Rachel Tension. It's too on reference here. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Next up is Kiana with a K. This is Sevilla. Cacao? Not cacao. Is it cacao or cacao? I forget what it's a bull, and that's the national animal in the Philippines, if I'm correct. I'm trying to say the correct name versus the English version. Carabao. Thank you. Cacao? Chocolate? Me, cacao. Carabao. Thank you. I'm over here talking about cocoa. Oh, Keanu's cold. Fucking Maddie. Oh my God. I thought this was sick. Hair, bodysuit, presentation, high key. Everything. A Paldean Tauros is wild. And I love that we can reference Pokemon even with this outfit as too. This isn't one of the ones that has like a special like fire and water like substat. This is just the regular Degala one, but yes, it is giving that. I loved it. I thought it was great, and presentation was. Mhm. Now on to the second category, which is reveal yourself. One more again, reveal. A reveal. I loved how this was done. They had the warrior guards in the front, and then they opened up the swords, and they walked on through. I thought that was funny. I was like, yes. I was like, more of this, please. More of it now. More of it now. More of it now. Suki, this wig on top of your fucking head. This kiss. Oh. That alone, I was like, yes. Like the rest of the dress, I could have been, I'm fine. That wig, I preferred the before look versus the reveal. This here, I thought was puss. I loved, I lived, I breathed. When we started taking things off, I was like, okay, no shade. There was a bit of an issue I had with all the hearts on top of this bodice corset number because it made it bulky-ish and it took away from the illusion of cinched for inched. But it was still really well done. I just thought angle-wise, where the camera was positioned, I wasn't able to get into the full effect of it more so. When she took off the rest of it, and we were like, right here is a great shot. You know what I'm saying? The other shot I thought was like, We move off, and it's just the corset moment with a little heart on the back of the hole. And I was like, okay. So for me, it went from 1 to 2, but it's still in the higher category because I thought it was hot. It was 1 to 2 to me. I was like, I like the before more, but I still thought it was fine. It should look good. Bernie. I'm just gonna let this play. Bernie. Burn. Bernie. All right. Flawless, seamless, perfection, done. Yeah. From that blue gown to then the yellow gown to then this sheer number with the red. She gave the most pageant for me. I'm going to be real with you. Like if I was contestant number 7, like yes, down. I was like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Here was my one, I don't like this. I hate that she took off the blue in the back of the stage with the yellow dress. I did not like that. I wanted her to walk out in said blue and give us the front, reveal to yellow, push back to the front, then to the red. Would have been preferred. Because the blue dress was gorgeous too. It was too in the back. I was like, oh, come on to the front, sister. Why are you doing this from the back of the stage? Everything else was great. Perfection. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content not intended to belie any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. All participants are Matty-Rants, program participants are other personal views and do not affect the business of everyone on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals in the program. Grab your libations and drop in a little bit of a talker. Don't post these posts in the chat. If you feel uncomfortable with this program, consume some activity and have yourself a good mood. And if you want to drop it to people in my jar, please and thank you. It's paypal.me/Matty-Rants, cash out $Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. It's a chop. And you know I love my sister, but I was like, no. I prefer it here, even though I still was like, no. I still prefer this portion of said outfit before anything starts to take place. It's still a low look, but this was like, okay, this I can do. This is okay. And then we started taking off pieces. And I know she's supposed to be like, oh, I'm clumsy and all this is happening and this, that, and the other. But the problem is that it didn't look good. And then we get into our birthday suit with the little bow covering the hole and the peen. And then this wig under this, wow, looking like the dress that Olivia Lux came in for the first time during their season before we get to All Stars. That same pink and yellow, that had to go against Rosana, Roselle, okay? Rosarade. That, So I love her, but hell no. Love her down. It's a chop. No. Arizona look good. Arizona look hella good. I love that the dress turned into this beautiful cape in the back situation and it was tied up. Love that she took the front piece and it made into a fan. I thought this was puss with the presentation of the reveal. Then you take off the bang. You're now bangless, but then you reveal the merkin. And you've now removed the merkin from the front of the puss, and it's now on top of said head as the bang of choice with the new hair up. Please, there was a wig reveal, there was a bang reveal, there was another reveal on top of all of that. Yeah, Arizona, in my opinion, should have been in consideration to be in the top this week, period. Tito Burrito, thank you for the super chat. I got the vibe that something came to clown, and I think this was the wrong competition. Was Camp Wanakiki, Slaysian Royale, she'd be in it. I think that the humor that they're used to giving where they're from is not translating well here. And I'd also go as far as to say, maybe it was never funny, but I would think that it's just not going over well right now. And I'm hoping that they weren't just going there just to have shits and giggles. But yeah, I thought that Arizona brandied that. Ivory Glaze is next. Now, you notice this could have been worn for the back to, half of her roots for sure could have been worn for that. Because I was like, oh, I was thinking, we see the China reference right in this look down and opening up with luck each and every time. I said, okay, this is kind of fire. Could have low-key wore this for the first look. Could have. Because the other one, I was like, you a spider? It's a black widow? Is that an Australian? I was like, okay. I hated the heel, but I thought it was lovely. The Nude Illusion was a little, but I thought and then the Nude Illusion was a little giggable. And then when we had the wig reveal, I laughed a little bit. It looked like olives on a pizza. Hate the shoe, but everything else was great. The bodysuit's ashen. very like I want to give her lotion, but I know if I put it on her, it wouldn't help. Kind of like Ash situation. Like, ooh, you might need to start taking a vitamin instead of like using what proper resources Palmer's could have gave you. Mm-mm. But yeah, I thought it was nice. When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend in me, his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he's watching over me. I sing because, see, Venus got me talking about God. Is the God in me, the Christian in me, was living for this outfit. The sister Christian in me was living for this. I was like, oh. Because I'm one of the ones that don't judge other people. I'm not one of them Christians, right? Especially if you're in this kind of LGBTQI plus or whatever they tell you about to go to hell. But we already know that the Bible has been like translated so many different times that people started to put in their own takes on it because they wanted people to follow a certain thing because it wasn't just about religion. It was also about money. It was also about control. So like you're really supposed to take the things from the Bible that are actually good and well and all that kind of good stuff. But anywho, regardless of all of that, so I thought this was lovely and the presentation was wonderful. Not minus points because it looks like white Jesus. Well, I mean, I can only assume that the missionaries that went over. I think it's lovely. And the vertical blind part I thought was really cool because I wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you. I was like, oh, that's new. Okay, Love Lux, I'm here for that. My only critique was that the reveals? I can't read. Reveals weren't different enough personally, but it was a very nice look. Very clean. Sir Brody, I'm just saying, I don't think we were over there with Bibles. It was the Spanish who gave Philippines Jesus. So we were on the right track because there are certain that don't they're not of color. They're anywho, moving on. Yeah, before we get down into a rabbit hole we can't get out of. Thank you. So yeah, Vinyas was Vinyas for me. Oh, that was fabulous. She's so polished and she's giving pageantry. I like the girls that were giving pageant. This was a pageant episode, so I wanted to see pageantry. And when I wasn't getting it from certain queens, I was like, you thought this was for shits and giggles, girl. No, Siam, this wig, I have one issue with this look. One, just one. And it's not even the look itself because this Kate moment into this with the plate of food on the back, baby, hey, down. I have one issue. One. And you may agree with me, you may not, because this was perfection. Perfection to me. Did I show it here or did I show it later? I think I show it later. Her makeup was wild around here. Everything else about this was perfection. Anytime they showed a close-up of her mug, I could not stop staring at what looked like a bad tan job or possibly her getting sandblasted the other day at her off-drag job. The raccoon mask was wild with this. Everything else was perfection. But I have the picture later. I'm going to show it to you when we get to like the critiques or whatever, because I clearly didn't put it here. But when I tell you, it needed some heat around the eyes, but everything else was wonderful. The way this was done presentation-wise, I was like, oh, this is sickening. I loved it. That part was scary. But this, gorgeous look. Gorgeous. Brigadine, you deserve time for this. You did. You deserved a lot of time for this. You deserve time for this. I love the way that you did this presentation. Beautiful way to pull this up. Baby, we then do this beautiful reveal moment of this dress underneath. It's the taking off the gloves for me, gloves for me to then pull this off. I thought we were done. To be fair, I thought this was it. I was like, oh, this is super pretty. I thought we were finished. No, 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 no. Baby, that Bob Mackie-esque number underneath it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, 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 oh. This one got better as it progressed. Like as it kept going, it was like, oh, She did that. Yeah, this is one of my favorites of the night. Fabulous Phoenix. Madam Yoko. Bones. Lumpy space princess with a mullet. And now she's walking around with her skin out. This hair is a fool. I hate that wig with an infinite passion. I hate that wig so much, I wish it would just disappear. If Thanos could snap one thing, it'd be that wig. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate that wig. Hate it so much. But this outfit too is wild. It is wild to me. So, hella job. Now, and this is why I wasn't mad when she went home. Because I was like, baby, these runways, no. It could have been either or. To have Kitty Space come directly after her in what almost looked like the same fucking outfit. You have got me all kinds of twisted. I'm sorry. Look at this. We go from here, where it's like this weird kind of bones, if she was some sort of fucked up ass skeleton on a Mickey Steamboat episode or whatever. But then we go to here, and I'm like, girl, I know y'all both speak French, but Polly-Vu fucking what's going on? I thought it was almost the same outfit. I was like, this one don't have no bones. She's just jelly. Okay, cool. But Kitty's Space had this interesting look on, and then she took that off and went into a better look, but then that was it. So I was like, this is fine. It's a 2. The beginning was a chop, but then when you took it off, I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty. It's crazy because there were a lot of other queens doing more reveals, so it made me want more, and I felt bad because I was like, this is just 2. But she looked good. It was okay. To me, it was just seeing the same outfit come out, but with a better dress underneath that happened. I felt bad, but just a 2. Yuha, I thought you were Erykah Badu for 5 fucking seconds. I'm 20 feet tall. Telephone. I should not be singing that song. That's a sad one. Oh, it's 3:30. You need to get directions home, oh, bitch. What you know about New America? Come on, telephone. Oh. It's a great song. It's a sad song. But you could have told me this was Yuha Badu, Badu Hamasaki, Erykah Hamasaki. Shut the fuck up. The message behind this was great. Politician tease. She's representing America. Everyone knows politicians are wolves in sheep's clothing. I said, politicians, yeah, wolves in politicians' clothing. I thought that was I was like, okay. The message was the key. That was what sold the look for me. I'd give this a 2, if I'm going to be honest with you. The message is what sold it. I was like, okay, especially with what's going on right now. Because I love how Siam is celebrating same-sex marriage happening in Thailand. They're literally bringing up same-sex marriage to the U.S. Supreme Court currently to see if they can remove it now in the United States. By the way, it's been brought up. It's currently something that is trying to be brought to the, yes, they're trying to turn it over. So this one actually hit a little hard for me. I was like, oh. Literally after all that yeah, like they're definitely trying to remove whatever progress has happened, and we're looking at, they've even removed PBS, and they're now promoting PragerU, which is literally a white supremacist company that is all about changing history and nullifying and numbing anything that is damning to white people. So there's a new video out that the White House is promoting where they say slavery wasn't so bad. I am not kidding. And they have white cartoon children talking to a guy on a slave boat about colonization and slavery. Wish us luck. Okay. Wish us luck. Because I didn't vote for this. I didn't ask for this either. Yes, homogenic. I'm not even joking. Like, this is a true tea that's happening right now. They are promoting, of all the places, they're promoting that one. The one that's basically saying what's happening to immigration currently right now is a good thing. That's to children. That company. Oh my God. But yes, back to this. Sorry, y'all. We need to disconnect from reality back here. I thought this was great. Good luck. A little messy, but I thought the message was clear. Kiana with a K. Sadly, that Columbus video is not new. I know, but it's the fact that they're promoting it now that's making it crazy, because that's supposed to only exist in a very, very sub-universe of the internet. That's not supposed to be promoted wide. But back to this. This was cool. I was good with this one. To me, it's more 1 than 2. Like, I liked it a lot more, but it also kind of gave, I don't know, something about the shape threw me off when we got to the organs underneath. This is why I was confused when Mama won. No shade. It was like, okay, this is like, I get it. And, look at Callie Carrot over here watching this get taken off. Do I have the shot of her face changing? Please, Matthew, tell me I have the shot of her face changing. Callie Carrot was like, oh my God. Gagged her a bit. To me, I wasn't really sold on this full look and cared for it, but I thought it was cool. It's like, okay, I'm showing all of me on the inside. That's my reveal, is my innards. I was like, okay. But yeah, the Q&A portion was something, wasn't it? I think that a lot of the queens took this seriously. Some of them didn't. Some of them who didn't take it seriously, it landed. Others, not so much. I think one of my favorite moments was when Bernie was like, oh, you don't know, Maxie? You don't know what this is? You're telling me you don't get this, girl? Really? I got to explain that to you? Okay. That shit was so funny. Wario being in this pageant was wild. When you wanted to answer said questions as this, looking like this, warrior wear and all, you then did push-ups while answering said question. I would like to give you props for being able to answer a question while doing push-ups, for one. Doing push-ups for 30 seconds is not that big of a feat. I get it if we were once out of shape. A physical fitness test is going to make you do it for a minute. So I was like, oh, it was just inspirational messages, but booty hole, butt naked, with this wig, everything, no presentation. Drag is for all kind of look. Like it was giving me that. It's giving me very, I'm online telling people that they can't talk about a TV show because they don't know what drag is, but then I go to the bar and I give this and I be telling people that I'm like puss. All right. Ivory was so confused. I was too. It's like, girl, this is a lot. But thank you. Did anyone else notice John Santos just staring at Kiana's head the entire time she was talking? Did not one time move his head. Kiana the whole time. I think that we should be more inclusive with gays and this, that. John the whole time. The whole time. It was so funny to me. John had me hollered. I'm sorry. The entire time, John just stared at the head like, girl, what is going on with me? Oh my God, I was tickled by this so much. Oh, he just would not stop looking at it. Ivory starts crying and talking about penguins when asked about what it was a question about being trans or non-discrimination, and wants to talk about penguins. So just like her Dutch side. Oh, Matthew, shut up. That's not true. Let me not do that. Oh, I did not. Nope. Read the first line. 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 Whew, have mercy. I did not mean to. Because when I was watching it, I said, oh, not that she didn't want to focus on the question about something to do with race, but wants to go ahead and talk about animals. Woo, honey. But yeah. This, she thought she was funny. She was not, but people enjoyed this. Good for them. I was like, this is stupid. Vinyas gave a very pageant answer, and it was good. This makeup. I loved Siam's answer, to be honest, though. It was a beautiful answer. It was great. They look good, but they also look like they didn't make it in Final Destination 2 in the tanning bed. They were, Siam was one of them. But there we go. Oh, my goodness. The movie was dead silence, and that's what the makeup is reminding me of. That and the cover of Night of the Living Dummy. 2. Not 1. It's too dark for 1. Cat could do 1. God, the wig is wonderful. Ooh, that. Nope. Yeah. Nope. I like Brigading's answer. Madame Yoko was long-winded, and I could not stop looking at this hair. I thought, oh my God, that you are a fan of Elvis and trailer parks. Kitty Space had one of the best answers. France. A very serious question. And then France. Oh, but Vincent, they got to be witty, and not all of these were witty. That's why I like some of them, but not all of them. Yuha, who should go home and why? You know what? I don't know anything about that. But I know it's okay to do, don't do drugs unless somebody's paying for it. Bye, y'all. Peace. I'm just a wolf. I don't know any better. What? God, it's like, okay. Thank you, Scarlett Johansson. Thank you. Arizona Brandy. 1 + 1, 2. Thank you. Hollered. 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 hollered because she was given 25 seconds. So Mama Pow was fucking with her. 1 + 1, 2, bye, down. But then also gave a really good answer and did it within the time frame for the 25 seconds. And ended it on the 0 with, and I thank you. Like, come on now. I was gagged. She was on the top this week. Gagged. I want you to look at this lineup. Just as a watcher of the show, you look at the lineup and you see how everybody is in their ensembles, right? You have all of these gowns, and you have a wolf, what I would assume is Joe Dirt in a muscle bodysuit, some man, some man, yeah, and then a whole lot of puss. Like, it was wild to look at this lineup. I'm not even kidding you. You couldn't tell me this was a pageant episode based on 3 people who are just there. And it's like, what? What is giving up? Have mercy, God. And God is right in the center. Jesus right in the front. Died for your sins. Rose on the 7th. Listen. Hey, came back. Had the beggars in the street touching the claw, curing the leprosy. Fed a whole nation with 2 loaves of bread and some fish beach, all in the middle of it. See, God loves everybody. Try to tell you. Some of the critiques and commentary were interesting. I talked about this before, where, say, Jimbo wouldn't get something and then it's explained, and then she'd be like, okay, thank you for explaining. I don't like this, and I do like that. I thought Jimbo was fine, but it also was just a little interesting. It was like, I would have thought someone different would have been here, but okay. But yes, and you look good. Maxie wasn't feeling a lot of it, high key. Y'all can paint that differently. And I'm not shading Maxie because I agreed with what some things Maxie was saying. Maxie wasn't feeling it. Maxie was being honest. I was like, oh, okay. He gave a little passport bros, no shade, when I saw Jim there. But I was like, Jim also was international, so yeah, it makes sense. And they were someone who competed on the global versus whatever level. They did win a season that wasn't their own, being the international contestant. And also, they competed with other girls from the international seasons before, too. I get it. So that's why I wasn't mad about it. It's just, it felt like there was sometimes a disconnect when they were talking because they couldn't relate to certain things. And then they were having to be corrected. It's like, oh, okay. But I wasn't still mad at it. I just thought it was odd. But I was like, I look good. And I'm happy they're there. I'm much more content with them being there than another one that I'm going to see later. Anywho. I wish there was more happening with the panel, though. I am going to say it. My sister Jiggly is missing. I missed Jiggly's take. Bad. Because it should have been Mama Pow, Jiggly, and then one other person if they're going to do 3. I know she's not here with us and we can't change time. But if I'm going to be real, and if Mama was still here, that is exactly how that should went down. Pow, Jiggles, guest judge. Hell, I thought Jervy was going to be up there too. I was like, okay, what's happening? There's just 3 of them. I needed Jervy's take. Because, Callie Karen has like the best takes too. Damn, I also miss them bouncing off each other. I got so used to John. I was like, it is what it is. But I don't know if it's just them trying to make sure it's like international and everybody's represented. But Siam for C and Kiana with a K are the top 2. I'm not mad at this, but we could argue that there could be some interchangeable pieces here. I'm happy for Siam because, again, their season of Thailand, there's a lot to take in. Feels good. This do-rag is wild on your head, sister. But, other than that, I was happy for you, Siam. You chewed. Kiana, this is deja vu, if you will, because you also had this happen on your season with the first mini challenge and the first win going your way. I thought that was everything. But for storyline purposes, Arizona should have been in your place. I thought to me, Kiana ate her looks down and she was good. I gave Arizona a few more points. If we were doing a scale of 100 points and I'm giving points away, Kiana would have been at 93, 92, and Arizona would have been like 95, 96. I wanted to be that, it was close, but someone had a disadvantage and overcame said disadvantage. That should have been given more point power to. Siam got it because Siam honestly did a great job for both the first look for showing your roots, Q&A, and reveal yourself was great. So Siam being there makes sense. I'm not taking that back. But Kiana could have been interchanged with Arizona. Brigadine could have also been a contender to be thrown in there too. Madam Yoko is in the bottom for justifiable reasons, and so is Something Wrong. Both, yes, absolutely, should be in this position. Untucked was wild because I thought this wasn't going to be anything. I was like ready to just zone out at this point and be like, oh, I'm sad because I am in the bottom. I'm sad because this, that, and the other. Untucked is not separate for all-star seasons. I take that back. But they're doing it like how they're doing normal international seasons that do Untucked, where it's like in the middle of it all. It's like very 8 minutes at the most, and then we're going to move on. So they don't do separate Untucks, unfortunately, like they used to, but they will be doing that for the normal season. But I just know for Slaysian Royale, they're not going to be doing like separate episodes. So yeah. But this part right here, I was like, I don't know if my friend is on it, because I'm not want to, you never assume anything of anybody, right? I didn't know if this was, certain people on the spectrum possibly can react and respond in certain ways that can be taken out of context or can be considered abrasive because they don't know how to regulate tone. Not everybody, but some people. I'm not trying to diagnose anybody here. I'm not. And I'm not trying to give any excuses for this, because to me, I was just trying to figure out, like, where the fuck did this come from? And I'm trying to be respectful and think maybe there's a little something over here that we don't know about. But outside of that, I'm just let me put a pin in it and let me watch how this went down. Because, like, there was commentary later on the main stage that made me think we didn't see everything. So Madam Yoko is explaining why they didn't like what they did, but why they're okay with whatever happened, because it is what it is, right? Hear me out with this. Hear me out. Because right now you look like a pissed off lesbian sitting down with some knee highs on, feet uncomfortable as fuck. Bitch got me in heels today, knowing I like my good old Crocs. What's up? What's Scooby? And as you were talking, Yoko, I don't even know how this happened, but I was watching your emotions elevate as Yoko is speaking, to the point where you and interjected into Yoko speaking. Yoko was still talking, and then I feel like shit. And I was like, okay, let's listen to her right now, because she got to get it out. That's fine. Like, even Suki over here, like, okay, so you breaking down bad boots. Yoko stopped her whole speech to listen to you, and we all did. And again, I'm not trying to go hard on you, friend, but I would have had to walk over to you and be like, can we help, girl? What was that? Did we miss? I must have missed something. Like, what? Did something happen? And you were just, I went to learn so much about myself. And again, I'm giving something some grace here, but I'm going to be the best Libra I can, because I have to show the other side of the scale. It's the idea of going home first in a competition that means so much to you, especially when it's going to be helpful towards you learning more about your Asian background, culture, and everything else as well. That same could be applied to Madam Yoko, but it was something, it got heavy. It was almost like, I'm not going to have any more opportunities after this. And it gave desperation and sadness at the same time. And I was really upset for you, But then I lost that when this next part happened, because after you have boo-hooed and they have allowed you to boo-hoo, Yoko starts to speak. And they're a very calm talker. When they're speaking, it's very low, it's very this, it's Tina Belcher, but even less energy. Okay. And Yoko's like, well, yeah, I can relate to something, because when I was on stage and I was going through my roots, it's something I want. Excuse me, can you just not let me have one moment, please? You got half of Ivory looking at you like the fuck just happened, and the other half of her being like, oh, it's about to be drama. What? Yo, let me explain something to y'all. And you do this too, because I had my friend do this one time. I saw him mad. I think everybody does this when they have to check their mouth because they know they're about to get reckless. The way Yoko was like, okay, that licking of the lip, that okay. Liz, hold on. You want to know how bad this was? I want you to look at how Ivory is in this conversation, not really in the conversation, right? This shot right over here. This shot right over here. Like she's tired at this point. Like there's been a lot. We've been back here. It's been a long day of filming. I know your head hurt because look at the ponytails off. Like I know you over there tired, so you was out of it. You was finished for the day, and then all of a sudden, I cannot believe this. And then Ivory like, she already, well, the thing is, she was already thinking about the push-up still. She was still thinking about the push-ups. Like, I know this man did not just come over here. Venus for me. Oh, something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Oh. Again, I'm not going to diagnose anybody. I don't know any better. I don't know any of that. But the way something reacted in that moment made me feel like either we missed something that we didn't see, there's a little bit more to it in how they reacted, or possibly, Matt, it's just the fact that she was in her feelings and responded that way, and that was just that. Like I was really trying to make sense out of it because it just felt like it came out of nowhere. I was like, what is what okay, what happened? I'm sorry, that threw me all the way. The response, I just was in shock. Like, what? This does not even sound like something. I was like, this is crazy. So I was like, okay, I guess. You then proceeded to tell the people why you didn't want to go home. We didn't even hear Madam Yoko's. I think Madam Yoko did say why they didn't want to go home, y'all. I put this on everything. I feel like they got to say what they wanted to say. Why didn't we see it, though? I just don't. It wouldn't make sense to end it there and then everyone gets up and it's like, we got to get dressed. So no way. Like, Yoko had to have spoken. But the edit made it seem like something got to say what they wanted to say and Yoko didn't. And that's what I didn't like about this. That was one thing that I didn't like about this episode, one. And two, it drives the narrative to attack something. She didn't even let her speak, did she? Because we didn't see the whole thing. I feel, yeah, it's a little column A, column B. Jude, I think you are correct. And we're going to get to that part in just a second here. But yes, we're wrapping this up, everybody. We're on the last portion of this review. Thanks for tuning in. Again, these are long-winded live reviews. I go into depth and I go into detail even more than I need to, but I love doing that, and that's why I have this show. So if you don't like that and you want to let me know, thank you for the engagement, but I'm not changing because you made me try to feel bad about myself, okay? There's also a lot of reviews out there that are very quick and to the point, and those are special too, and I think those deserve time as well, but I also think those people like myself that like to talk with an extemporaneous amount of whatever. we have a right in this place too. We deserve to be I do like the boxes that they have for the lipsticks. I think this is cute. Siam, Kiana, it's time to lip sync. You were given a great song by one of my favorite artists ever right now. Like one of my favorite, they're my current favorite girl group, Cat's Eye. I love them so much. So I was like, oh my God. Oh. I don't like Debut. It's not my favorite from them, but you know, I just don't like the fact that my girl is not in the video. They have her in the background. Really pissed me off. Oh, first of all, if you saw my reaction video, I'm over here loving once, loving twice, la 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 la. Gabriella wasn't out when they were filming this though. Like Gabriella hadn't came out just yet. Like this was filmed a little while ago. Like Gnarly wasn't out, Gabriella wasn't out. It would only have been Debut, Touch, and what was the other song that was also part of that EP? It was Debut, Touch, and something else were the only songs that were available probably at this point in time. I hated it, Sir Bronny. That's why I love Game Boy so much, because Mama is in it, okay? Girl, you love the drama. I'm like, come on, back out. They have my sister up and back. Cut up. Yes. You're just a Game Boy. Da-da-da-da-da, Playboy. I'm not thinking about you. I'm thinking about you. Loving you's a Game Boy. Da-da-da-da-da. Yes. Oh, it's her. I think Danny gets more time in that one too. So I was hyped. I was like, yes. I just felt bad for Laura because she was hurt for that video. I'm like, why are y'all doing these videos when the girls are hurt? I feel like you're taking advantage of that. Like, you need to make sure everybody is healed and do it with everyone in the choreo. Like, shit. Okay, sorry. I am in the Cat's Eye world. I'm sorry. I know too much. Okay, moving on. Let's go. I appreciated Kiana knowing the choreography for the song, because when she was doing it, I was like, that leg, when that I said, okay, that leg do what we do. I was like, come on, kid. Siam didn't know the words. They knew the chorus. They didn't know the words. They did not know the words. There was many multiple equations and persuasions of adjectives, nouns, and functionable sentences and whatever. Yeah, she did not know the words. And the Bollywood hip rotate, no girl. I was just hollering. I was like, this doesn't go. This doesn't go. This doesn't go. Kiana went hard for 32 counts and then got tired. Sure the fuck did. Sure the fuck did. When Kiana did this part, I was like, what? Why for Debut? You're just throwing shit. Now you're just throwing stuff at us. That is very, I'm in dance class just being fucking silly. Like, no. So for me, while I love this song, and I just said I don't like it, while I love Cat's Eye, and I love this season, and I love these queens, I didn't care for this as much. This part was good though. This part was good. I mean, they play the whole song over there. Like, you know how US Drag Race does these like edited versions of set songs? I know these mamas get the full bit, like the full 3 whatever. Like, the best time they would have is doing a Pink Panther song, because that's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds of you just saying the same shit over and over again. Like, that's it. Like her and the fuck ass Bob. You know what I mean? No, excuse me, fuck ass bang Lily Wig, okay? Very that. Salt. Sam with this roll, bitch. I thought this was funny though. Kiana was like, girl, get this foot out my face. She almost kicked her in the face. Like, very much. Almost kicked her in the face. Almost. Girl, you know I'm not lying about Pink Panthers. She even did a whole interview saying that music is too long now and songs should be shorter. The what? The what? Take a look inside your heart, and I like her. Don't shade me. I have some of her new album now. Don't do that. Let me pull up some songs just so I can prove myself while I'm talking about this. I'm like, wait a minute now. I give her time, but I know she's also faulted too. She got some dumb shit going on too. She's a silly Billy as well. Yeah, I have her. She's a part of my fighting game music. Also, shout out to Renee Rapp. I actually like her new album. Girl Like Me and Stateside. Those are my two. Oh yeah. Girl Like Me and Stateside. I'm going outside. We're going in. Yeah. Yes. But Stateside is on my list. That's my favorite from the new album. I also liked I Must Apologize. That's one of my songs. And Mosquito is also one of my songs. So don't. I can be critical of people and still give dues too now. But you know your girl was an idiot for talking about all songs need to be 2 minutes. What? We were mad at Beyonce for only giving us 1 minute and 45 seconds of the one song she did with Kendrick Lamar, Nile. And for Black is the... Yes! I'm still mad about that. I was like, girl, this could have been a whole song. Moving on. Kiana won the lip sync because Kiana won the lip sync. Sam didn't know the words and was doing something else to an older song. I let this photo go a little too quickly. I want you to notice Jimbo and Mama Pao. Paolo and Jimbo. Yes, that was so great. Look at Maxie. Maxie, you stay 100 forever. Never change, bitch. You show the real. You showed the real, Maxie. You didn't move not one arm. I am not taking this picture out of context. That lady was squinting by the end of that the whole time. Yes, it was a mess. Go ahead, pop off, sister. Thank you. Thank you. Because I was like, yeah, that was a lot. What is this? What are they doing? That was messy. Keanu's the winner. Congratulations. Double boiling trouble. Mini challenge win and maxi challenge win. I believe it was 80,000 pesos is what they won for the maxi challenge. And the decision in sending the first queen home. She chose Madame Yoko. When she mentioned like bad attitude or bad energy, and I thought to myself, did you mix the names up? Because that's what we saw. So did something else happen that we don't know about? I was so confused. I was like, what? Like, and again, my mother's my bitch. Somebody wants my girl. But I was thinking like based on a level of what we just saw go down. I'm thinking of full show. Yoko's low key, yeah, way down the trenches, way down there, way down there. But Wario lost today. Did not win. Mario, nope, didn't win. Not Mario Kart, not Mario World, not Mario nothing. Okay, tennis, golf, chop. So I was confused because when you gave the reasonings, that's why I was like, had it been different if it was like, I just don't see it for them, or I didn't like what they did. But no, that energy bit threw me off. And I was like, okay, what are we missing here? But I will also say, because I am a little biased towards my baby something, I didn't want them to go home. And Yoko did bore me a tad bit. I also felt in my spirit, once we had a conversation about, I don't have no reference to where I'm from, but where I was raised at, and the factor that played into this episode, and that being sort of celebrated, and then it being a main critique for certain queens, not everybody, but certain ones. I felt that played a big portion into it too. I don't want to think that, but I think that. And I don't think that they were going to give what was going to be necessary going forward as far as maybe interesting television. I think Madame Yoko is a sweetheart and, lovely down. I wasn't mad to see this mullet go. I was not mad. I was like, okay, bye. Comma, semicolon, parentheses, whatever else doesn't need to apply. Nobody should have gone home this week. Nobody should have gone home the first episode. I feel that should be an all-stars rule. No one should go home the first episode. It should be the episode you sort of get, you've been out of the game for a minute and now you're back in it and we're doing the TV bit again. Let them get fresh. Let them mess up a little bit. And then next week, that's a whole storyline. Oh my God, it was the first episode was just the bad for her. She picked it up. She figured it out. And then the one girl that came in confident gets a reality check. I just don't, the opportunities you have for storytelling, you're missing the point. And I wish they do that more, but it is what it is. So bye, Madam Yoko. This part was, not gonna say wild, but this was a little weird. I don't know why this felt awkward. I don't know why they kept this in either. Madam Yoko was like, thank you, I had a great time. And then the hug. No wild card. I'm not disagreeing. I don't know why you're disagreeing with me, but again, I still see why something's gone. I'm still giving my takes on why Madam Yoko went home. Regardless of her being butt naked and doing fucking push-ups, friend, like you need to think of it on a television level. That girl was boring. That girl was boring. That girl was boring. They're going to keep slop sometimes over the girl who may be a little bit more polished and doesn't get TV. Madam Yoko could be a great queen, but not great for television. They saw something else. They saw something else and they kept something wrong. But you're not wrong for being like, why the fuck is that girl not gone? You're not wrong for that. You are not wrong, bitch. I saw the same show as you. I do not knock that opinion. But I'm thinking entertainment-wise, this one over here crashed out. We're going to keep the crash out. She was too calm. She's too emotionally and mature. She got to go. She got to go. Next week is going to be interesting because something in Yuha get into it. I'm like, what? This is weird. Not the English speakers is going off. What is happening here? But this hug at the end was a little clunky. I was like, this is a little strange. But sad for Madam Yoko. Again, they shouldn't have sent her home or something, or anybody the first episode. This should have been just an amuse-bouche to get the audience and the fandom into it. And then also, as a fan, because you let the episode be free on YouTube, you definitely shouldn't have sent nobody home, because the free episode, everyone stays. You want to see the eliminations, you need to pay for the subscription now. They're not hiring me. I don't know why, children, but the idea is keep it flowing. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to stop giving some of these takes because I feel like just go ahead and put me on the board, girl. Because shit, not everything I say is the tea. Let's be real, but a lot of it is hidden. I will pat my own back for that one. Yep. But no. Bye, Yoko. Ooh, you are missed, sister. More than you know, more than you will ever know. You are beyond missed, my darling. You are beyond missed. My God in heaven. I'm not from the Philippines and I'm not Filipino, but I did enjoy this premiere. I think it's better than a lot of other All-Stars premieres that we've had before. I can see why people are going to be hypercritical. I'm also feeling, and I'm going to be real, that it's going to be we're hosting, we should win kind of season. And so I think a lot of takes are going to be interesting. Okay. So I'm going to try my best to just be as fair as I possibly can be and say how I feel, just from what I look at the episode and do the best that I can do. I know I'm probably going to get some pushback because I'm not full down for the ride of whatever that's supposed to be. But I think so far, so good. I don't agree with everything that happened here, but I love this premiere personally. And could care less if a group does not care for it. But I also get there are people who are going to take these things to heart, to soul, to spirit, to toe, to head, to follicle, to foot, to mouth, because this is what they got. This is it this is it. And they hold it way too deep. But it's okay. They have the right to have those takes as long as it doesn't get dangerous and violent. And that can apply both physically and mentally and spiritually. Yeah, plenty of notes. But for me, I'm going, can I get to the next episode? It's just the premiere. Because y'all felt that way about All Stars 10. Oh my God, it's going to be everything. And then you got to the later half of the season and y'all wanted to call hell. Y'all wanted to fucking hurt folks behind it. Shit. You wanted to attack people on behalf of girls that you didn't even like on their original season. And the only reason you like them now is because the person they're up against is someone you don't like. Yeah, a lot of that fake fan bullshit. I can't stand that. I'm like, girl, you were dragging her yesterday, but she don't like the girl that you don't like, so now you like her? Oh, that's a chop. That's a chop. But yeah, this next week, Jimbo and Maxie are back. It's giving, they're going to do 2 in a row for the guest judging here. I love this wig. Go Mama Pal, not gonna lie. She got her Pink Panthers on. See, Mama Pal's Pink Panthers over here. Come on, Pink. Is this going to be a short episode because you're in your Pink Panthers wig, not a long one? Yeah. Maxie looks really good. Really good. Yes. But there's a fight because it's girl groups next week. And so something's talking about, and you fucking up the choreography, and you're making us change the choreography, fucking us up. And you all talk about, oh, you talking to me? I said, oh. Something. What's going on? Okay, so it really? Oh, so it was you. Wait, was it you or not the edit? We shall see. We shall see next week. That we shall do. Oh, I still have my Project Runway background on because tomorrow I'll be doing Project Runway here. Let's change the backdrop to something. Here we go. Yeah. To drive it in just a little bit more, yes, with the circle is so much better. I can't. They better not give her no grace. I'm gonna tell you that. They better get into her ass if she giving them too much work now. Because there ain't no reason for all that bull and all that back and forth and the kicking and the cacking like that. But listen, everybody, this is the first review. I know it was quite long. I had to take a body break at one point in time, and I'm very long-winded in my answers, but I had the best time talking with you today. I also appreciate a lot of the context that some of y'all gave in the live comment section. That's why I like doing these live videos, especially with international seasons, because we, as well as I and others, learn something along the way, and we can share our knowledge with each other versus keeping it from each other and, doing all that and then some. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you had a really good time with me today. Make sure that you get this like button up. Tito Burrito. Oh no, that's right. I did. I was like, did I highlight these? I'm just double checking to make sure I got all my super chats in. Appreciate it. Almost 3 hours of Maddie live. We are so back. I know. And then we're gonna get all the comments. I'm so annoyed. I can't stand you. You talk too much. You need to learn how to get your point out faster. Like, ooh, like really angry people. You know what I mean? Who saw the video was already long. Came here and then decided to just like take me down a peg, because that's what they say on Reddit, that I need to be. I need to be humbled. I think too highly of myself. Imagine telling that to a black man. Anywho, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and being a part of this today. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. And make sure you leave a comment about said episode. I'd love to go through the comment section and listen. You're not going to listen, Matt. Read what you have to say about this episode. Your highs, your lows, your yeses, your nos, what you would change, what you want them to keep doing, and who you hope takes the crown, this, that, and the other. I'd love to see all of your takes, please, and thank you. And if you want to throw a little bit of love in my jar for your boy hosting with the most in today in this almost 3-hour live, please. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. I'm going to comment my favorite hair flip and my favorite outfit. Do that, please. I'm going to read it and I'm going to heart it and I'm going to like it. Just like I do with the hateful comments now. I'm thankful for the engagement. It works more for me than it does for you, right? There you go. But no, take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will be back tomorrow to discuss Project Runway on this channel. So make sure you set your notifications here for YouTube, as well as if you're on my Patreon, make sure you are subscribed to my Patreon for as low as $1 a month, $1 a month. You can watch my reactions to Drag Race Philippines. I already have this episode posted, as well as Project Runway, a bunch of other shows I got to get to, but mental health, physical health, and me applying for another JOB have really come to stop me for a lot of things are happening right now, but currently consistently covering Slaysian Royale and Project Runway. We'll get back to the other shows like Brazil and France All-Stars too very soon. But make sure you subscribe to my Patreon. Make sure you check out my other social media pages and places in the About section with the Linktree link. I also have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com, a P.O. box for now, because I'm about to get rid of it, that is available if you want to send me anything. And I'm an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. So if you want a free week of Paramount Plus on me and watch all of South Park and all of Drag Race, including those All-Star seasons, check it out and click that link and it'll take you where you need to go. But yes, check out all my links in the About section. Like this video, drop a tippy poo if you feel like it, and make sure you leave a comment. I appreciate you so much for tuning in today. Drag Race Philippines, Slaysian Royale on Wednesdays on Wow Presents Plus, and I'll be here Thursday mornings in the United States, Thursday evenings in the Philippines to cover said episode. God bless, take care, and I will see you for the next one. I'll just go ahead and put back this cursed image. Bye, everybody. No. Take care, everyone.
Listen. Yeah.